They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, we're able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because now Kuba ma Zimbabwe, hauna misebetsi, batho bale ba ma Zimbabwe, ba etsa mesebetsi e lona le sa batleng ho e etsa because those are slaves jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it. But why are we fighting each other? It is the same people who made us fight each other during apartheid, black on black violence. They sponsored it. The same provinces where blacks were killing blacks during apartheid, sponsored by apartheid government, is the same provinces where blacks are beating blacks today. The script is this
economic battle that we review, and because they have violated it and they keep killing Nigerians, that we revoke the license of MTN and revoke the license of DSTV as economic measures to show that we are not just. We are not just. Yes, I support you, but we must revoke the license of MTN, revoke the license of DSTV as an indication of our seriousness. Those people who have died, their life is much more than foreign investment. Labor. What are you talking? They are killing your people who say labor.
Those in support that was not the motion.
It, but that's my view.
Those in support that was not the motion. Before us say
bite.
Those against say nay.
They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, we're able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because now Kuba ma Zimbabwe, hauna misebetsi, batho bale ba ma Zimbabwe, ba etsa mesebetsi e lona le sa batleng ho e etsa because those are slaves jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it. But why are we fighting each other? It is the same people who made us fight each other during apartheid, black on black violence. They sponsored it. The same provinces where blacks were killing blacks during apartheid, sponsored by apartheid government, is the same provinces where blacks are beating blacks today. The script is the same. The right of the script is the same. Why do you ask me? Unkupa orna, koncha ngwana, ko skolong ka is not South African. Ke munche ko skolong, ke fetche ke shebe waka, ke be proud father. After removing a black child from school, when the black children were removed from school with bullets in 1976, when our parents were removed from school because they did not have school fees, I must play that role. Me, I will never do it. I'm not going to take a pregnant woman out of a clinic because she's not South African. She gives birth of an African child at the gate, and that child dies. And you want me to do that and be proud and look at my children and say, I'm a proud father after I stopped life, after I killed someone. I will not do that. I did not join politics to be voted for. I was too young when I joined politics. These positions that I have came as a result of my participation. I am not in politics to be elected. I'm in politics to articulate a position of African people who have been oppressed for too long. We are not saying any Zimbabwean, Nigerian, Ghanaian must bring crime here. The same way no South African must bring crime here. Anyone who brings drugs, South African or Nigerian, must be dealt with according to the laws of South Africa. Not mob justice. Lena le west, ba northwest. Le tshwana le rena ko Limpopo. Ha ba qeta ka ma Zimbabwe. You must know we are next. Because bo butchisha re ntwe ke eng ka seZulu ye. Just talk about hack. So you must stop it before it comes to you. Remember, Raba Limpopo were even too dark. They are just going to look at us and say, well, now we don't even have to ask you anything. I coupe. Before it comes to us, let's stop it there and say, let's deal with illegal immigration through the laws of this country. The Minister of Home Affairs is a DA minister, but they never match to the Minister of Home Affairs, who is responsible for illegal immigrants. Why? They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. When is that march going to Cape Town? Because a lot of illegal immigrants, white immigrants, are in Cape Town. Let's see them going to Cape Town and asking whites to produce their IDs. The same way here in Northwest, a lot of whites say they own land. If you ask them to produce a title deed, they don't have. They gave each other the land early 90s when they saw that democracy was coming. So many white people are here in South Africa, illegal labor. They must be treated the same way we treat others. But now they are even worse. They've got our land. How na le fast? Narula economic freedom. O shapa le Zimbabwe, liatamaya, you remain landless. How na le Zimbabwe le fast? Le fast le kamara matso amakhuwa. How na le Zimbabwe le factory, le nang le mine, le nang le bank. You are fighting over useless things. They are distracting you so that you focus on each other while they are stealing our minerals, while they are stealing our land. This is the time you must be more awake. They are distracting you. They say foreigners have taken jobs from you. Go for them. You go there. They take everything. That's what they did during apartheid. When we were supposed to get our freedom, they started a fight between ANC and IFP. Instead of concentrating on fighting for freedom, we got distracted and killed each other. Who took the weapons to KZN? It was apartheid soldiers. Bought a lot of ammunition, took it to KZN. That's why till today, there are a lot of illegal guns in KZN. Those guns were delivered by the apartheid government, arming blacks to fight one another. Today, they don't give you guns. They put in your mind wrong ideas for you to hate each other, concentrate on one another. while they continue to benefit the minerals of our world. We need to focus, comrades. Not because I killed anyone. They want to take me to jail for 5 years because they don't want me. Why? Why do they want to take me away? They want to take me away because they are scared of the truth.
To reverse the plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in support that we revert to plenary to report progress, say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished colleagues, Order 2023 as amended on election of presiding and other officers of the Senate and to accommodate new committees of the Senate and other ancillary matters and approve as follows. Order 2 as recommended. Order 3 as recommended. Order 8 as recommended. Order 55 as recommended. Order 66 as recommended. Order 94 as recommended. Order 96 as recommended. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Senate Leader, you may wish to step other items down for another legislative date because of time. But the Senate has directed that the clerk of the Senate should go ahead and incorporate all the amendments into the standing orders from today. Those in support say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished Senator Ashiru, you may wish to move that we adjourn the Senate to accommodate other days.
Mr. Senate President, I stand to move a motion that all outstanding... I stand to move a motion that all outstanding items be postponed, stepped down till another legislative day.
Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I second the motion that all other items of the other paper be stepped down till the next legislative day. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, a motion has been moved and seconded that all other items on the other paper be stepped down to another legislative date. Those in support say aye, and those against say nay. The ayes have it. Accordingly, the Senate is hereby adjourned to the 6th day of May 2026 at 11 a.m. prompt.
Representing Bauchi Central, and I rise to raise the constitutional order part 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Section 4, legislative powers of the National Assembly. First and second, the National Assembly shall have powers to make laws for the peace, order, and good government of the Federation or any part thereof, with respect to any matter included in the exclusive legislative list set out in Part 1 of the second schedule to this Constitution. Mr. President, without going back to Part 1 to quote this relevant constitutional order, I totally disagree with the submission canvassed by Senator Alero, even though diplomatic. This government comprises three parts: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. At no time should we stop doing what you are elected to do here because the executive are doing it. Mr. President, this is people's chamber. And I'm sure you have also watched the horror like we have all watched. And to now say, because the executive are taking some diplomatic initiatives, then the people's chamber cannot speak. I think that is not right. You have not permitted me to add to the debate. But this constitution gives us limitless powers over what you can say for and on behalf of Nigerians, on behalf of people of Nigeria.
Constitutional point of order is upheld. You may wish to contribute.
Mr. President, it is sad, tragic, that in this 21st century, the people of South Africa, and of course, some government officials are involved without recourse to looking at their history, without recourse to looking at the black race, without recourse to looking at the continent of Africa. To be doing what they are doing, which they have done in 1998, they repeated it in 2011, they repeated it in 2017, they did it again in 2020. And it is continuous, and it has been continuous. The kind of mob that came out from cities, not one city, all across South Africa, begins to tell me that we are no longer Africa, we are no longer the black race, and we are no longer human beings. And therefore, I have listened to Senator Adams' proposition. As provocative as it is, this is a people's parliament. Can we now bring back those Nigerian citizens that have lost their lives in a this tragic horror manner? Can we bring back their lives? Are we not telling the world that we do not care about our people? Are we not giving the impetus to the South Africans, to Nigerians that are in South Africa, that they are on their own? So when the Senate of the Federal Republic speaks, it speaks more than the minister. It speaks more than the ambassador. It sends a clear signal that we can take revenge after diplomacy has failed. So it is important that the world should know that we are concerned. We have seen what they have done, not only to Nigerians, but we've seen what they have done to Zimbabweans, to Ghanaians. And you know, when you remove the Nigerian populace in South Africa, there will be no resistance whatsoever. Our people resisted it, and it is because in the course of resistance that they were lynched, killed in broad daylight. The South African security watch, and you could see them hiding behind these mobs. That means that particular thing, it wasn't just a mob, it was organized, orchestrated, and the government came with a very lamentable information that please stop doing this. Are South Africans not having military? Are they not having police? Are they not having other security apparatus? They do. and they have the gadgets, they have the ability to stop what has been happening. Have they done it? They have not done it, Mr. President. So it is incumbent upon the People's Chamber, and of course, led by you, Mr. President, to speak seriously about this matter. And if this thing continues, we have alternatives. We have options. And therefore, these words should be sent across to South Africa. We know where South Africans are, not only Nigeria, but all over Africa. And we can take this fight to their territory, if need be. But we cannot sit down and, typical of some of us, lament when this thing is happening. There is no duplicate. Life has no duplicate. All of a sudden you are killed. Your families have lost you for no reason whatsoever. Mr. President, I think this is as serious as it gets. And today, sir, if this is the only thing the People's Chamber, the Senate of the Federal Republic will discuss, please be it. I thank you for listening.
Senator Nengi, maybe you don't... the enormity of the atrocity is mind-boggling. It's such that many of us are numbed. So we have to, it's not just enough to discuss. We must engage our own government on the action to take. Like Senator Alero said, there is reciprocity. Reciprocal arrangement in international diplomacy. You can't imagine a Nigerian woman or man, a Nigerian child passing on the street, and somebody will go and club that child to death just because the person is a Nigerian. And guess what? This is happening between blacks and blacks. So black South Africans are killing black Africans. Black South Africans are killing black Africans. Who died for them, who contributed for them, who lamented, who cried, who prayed for them to be freed from appetite. It's not a discussion of one day. We will look at prayers, and where the prayers are not strong enough, we'll go into executive session to discuss on further steps. Because if you want to go and kill a lion in a bush, you cannot go there with a bear. You can't be ringing a bell and telling the lion, I'm on my way. Lion, I'm on my way. The lion will definitely run away on hearing the bell. So that's why I was saying that whatever we are going to say here, as a parent, as an individual, as a father, you don't understand what, unless you are not watching the horrific scenes. It's not even as if, I don't think, no empathy, no humanity. And the government has not reacted in a way that will show that the government is not behind this. How can security agencies be in the crowd and be watching this kind of thing happening? And they are armed. And in some places you see myriad of motorcycles watching, and some using their phones to video, while a Nigerian who was dragged from the kitchen is being murdered. For what? For being in South Africa. That means that South Africa, in fact, is something we must call on even the international organizations like the United Nations. They should take action. It's not something that is a Nigerian thing alone. You know, Botswana has gone to pick their citizens from there. They've gone to the border. Zimbabweans are doing the same. Ghanaians are trying to withdraw their citizens, and Nigeria must do something very, 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 very urgent. That's why I said it's slightly complicated, because this is black rising against black. We are now going to be a mockery in the international community because of our color. So even if we discuss from now till tomorrow, unless we agree on actionable plan and actionable points, discussions will not have any meaning. Senator Isunaso, GCON, the Distinguished Senate President requests for confirmation of ministerial nominee. In compliance with the provisions of Section 147, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, I am pleased to forward for confirmation by the Senate the nomination of Mr. Joseph Olasunkomi Tegbe as Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. While I hope this request will receive the expeditious consideration of the Senate, please accept, Distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest regards. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This correspondence is referred to the Committee of the Whole for immediate action.